And I can confirm before the South Africans today that the investigation which these members were involved with in Gauteng has unmasked the syndicate. And this syndicate involves, amongst others, politicians who are currently serving in Parliament. The law enforcement officers include the members of the South African Police Service, the Metro Police, and Correctional Services. They include prosecutors in Gauteng province, the judiciary, and all these are controlled by the drug cartel as well as business people in that province of Gauteng. This act, of course, undermines the criminal justice system in this country.
Those that we used to think that they should just remain criminals in the streets have now taken over. Is a member of a gangster group. Where you find a premier of a province is a member of a gangster group. It's gangsterism in every way in the government of South Africa. High members of the government, they are members of cartels. They belong to certain cartels. They work for certain cartels. And because of that, they ruin the country. They ruin everything. Where you, even a court of law, where you are supposed to appear before a judge is a member of a gangster group. Cartel. They are gangsters. They are cartel members. And yet they have positions as a judge, where justice is bought. That if you are looking for justice, you must have money to buy it. Justice is for sale because evil people are controlling government, because the members of criminal groups have now become the leaders of society, and the righteous are sitting down, being law and order has now become a criminal tool to commit crime using the law, abusing the law, making the law, using it as the kingdom of Nebuchadnezzar. We know it even in the time of King Darius, that every time evil people tried to commit more crimes, they introduced new laws in the government in order to commit crimes against the people. And they will call it obeying the law, passing the law. That is why
to disband the team. This was done to disband the team. This was done without the authority of the National Commissioner, and without the authority of the National Commissioner, no I as a provincial commissioner.
Enemies. So South Africa has become one of the most dungeon of corruption, where cabal, 90% to 80%, 90% to 80% of the people who are in positions of power, they work for the cabal. They are members of gangsters, of gangster groups. They are members of cartels. They owe their allegiance to certain cartels that they are part of. They are members. And you think you've got a minister, you think you've got a president, you think you've got a mayor, yet you have a member of a cabal as part of the leadership.
Therefore, only a total of 112 dockets which are still in court, of which 54 of them are political. I, as a provincial commissioner, took a decision to deploy 10 members from this political killing stars team to go and support this organized crime unit in Gauteng. I can tell South Africans that this decision is for the disbandment letter of this team, because they overstepped their mandate of only focusing in KZN. They went to support Gauteng organized crime unit with the dismantling of a criminal syndicate. And I can confirm before the South Africans today that the investigation which these members were involved with in Gauteng has unmasked the syndicate. And this syndicate involves, amongst others, politicians who are currently serving in parliament. The law enforcement officers include the members of the South African Police Service, the Metro Police, and correctional services. They include prosecutors in Gauteng province, the judiciary, and all these are controlled by the drug cartel as well as business people in that province of Gauteng. This act, of course, undermines the criminal justice system in this country.
We've seen a lot in South Africa. The Lord must bring